So, as we wait, yeah, maybe I can ask you a few questions that some people might be wondering about. For somebody that's just like me, just starting with like building their credit, right? How how would you advise somebody to go about if they're just starting to build their credit? What's the best way to do it?
You know what? That's perfect because I was definitely gonna get into that.
Okay.
So might as well get into it while we waiting, right? So let me turn this down so they can make sure I can make sure, you know what I'm saying, we good.
All right.
So, and if you starting out, all right, let's say you starting out with no credit at all, right? There's nothing on your credit report.
Yeah.
The fastest way that you can build up like a 750, very easy, guys. The first thing you want to start off with is credit builders, okay? Credit builders is what's going to allow you to be able to build up your credit as credit builder.
This is Kel speaking, first and last name, please.
So the way that you build a credit profile, right? If you don't have any credit, like zero credit, nothing, your credit score is not even reporting, is you want to start out with credit builders, okay? Some credit builders that you can start out with is Ava. You can get up to a 40 pop. You can get up to a 32-point increase in 45 days, and this is going to hit all three of your credit bureaus: Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. So you can start out with Ava, and then you can do Kickoff as well too. Kickoff is going to report a $3,500 trade line to your credit report. It's going to hit all three: TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, right? Then you do a backdated primary. You can do Rent Reporters or you can do Rental Karma, right? If you do both of them, that's going to be even better. And the way that you do this is that you can say, I know that they say you can only backdate it 2 years, but you can literally backdate that thing up to as long as you want to. You know what I'm saying? You can literally backdate that thing up as long as you want to, right? It can be 10 years, it can be 15 years. You just got to know how to do it, right? So you do Kickoff, Ava, you do Rent Reporters, you do Rental Karma, right? If you don't have no credit, in about 2 months, you have a 750 or higher, right? Then this is what I want you to do after that, right? I want you to go and add 2 authorized users, right? Go add 2 authorized users. You do those 4 primaries, and 2 of them gonna be backdated primaries, 2 of them is regular primaries. You add 2 authorized users. Look for authorized users with at least a credit limit of like 15,000 and with like 5 to 10 years of credit history, right? You do that if you don't have nothing on your credit, a 0 credit score, and you will have a 750 or more on each bureau, and you'll be able to go to a bank, well, not a bank, right? I would say go to a local credit union and try to get some funding, right? You'll have a higher percentage of getting some funding from like a local credit union of whatever state you in than if you go to a big bank institution. I guarantee you that. So do that, right? Build out your credit profile. Don't go applying for secured credit cards and Credit One and First Premier and all of that stuff. That's only gonna cause you to have more inquiries on your credit report, right? It's only gonna cause you to have more inquiries on your credit report. So you wanna do those things,
Okay.
and then when you don't, where you're not applying for anything, right? You want to wait till those things are aged, right? At least the two that are not backdated, which is Ava and Kickoff. Wait till those are not backdated. I mean, wait till those are aged, right? You wait till those are aged, and then the other ones, they're already backdated, so they're already going to be aged essentially. So wait till they're aged at least like 3 months, right? And you add those 2 authorized users on there. Guys, timing is everything. So when you add those authorized users on there, make sure you don't have any new accounts within the last 4 to 6 months, okay? You add those authorized users on your credit report, you'll have a 750 plus or more, and then you can go get some funding. You can go get a credit card, a personal loan maybe, something like that, right? And because the history from the authorized user and the credit limit is going to be reporting to your credit report, right? And if you guys need any of that stuff, you can hit me. I'll leave my link down below in the comments, in the description, and you guys can just hit me up from there. All right, so that's how you build your credit score up. That's how you build your credit profile out from 0, from nothing. Now, if you obviously have negatives on your credit report, it's going to be a little bit different, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask if that applies to somebody that had a high credit score and then it just dropped. So like, how do you advise somebody starts to work on? Does that depend on the situation of what they did to get to that point, or there's a fix that you have that applies to everyone?
Nah, so like everybody's credit profile is completely different. So
Okay.
what might work for somebody, one person, it might not work for the other person. So
Okay.
you got to make sure, someone like me, right? I've been doing this for a while. I've been in the credit game for a while. So what might work for you, building out your credit profile or getting negatives removed from your credit profile, it might not work for me. You know what I'm saying? I might have to go another route. I might have to come at it from a different angle. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I'm a person that's gonna be able to get you that because I know so many different angles and stuff like that and hacks to be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's how you build out a credit profile.
Okay.
In 2 to 3 months, you'll be able to do whatever you want. Now you obviously make sure you take care of it because at first they might not throw you nothing crazy, but if you take care of that, right? Let's say you get a personal loan, right? It's $50K. Let's just say $50K. Let's say Navy Fed, you go to Navy Fed, they give you a $50K personal loan. The way you're gonna get maybe $75K next time or $80K is if you take that $50K, you take care of it, you make sure you pay them back. Don't go running off on the plug, man. I know y'all heard Plies saying that, bro. Don't go running off on the plug. Pay the plug back, and the plug gonna come back with some more money for you. All right?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I do have another question though.
Oh, what's up? Yeah, talk to me.
So, with everything you just explained about building your credit, the procedure you just explained, right? I've had people tell me about, oh, now when you get a new credit card, especially if you're starting, all you have to do is just use your credit card to buy gas, buy groceries, and that way you build it up. And so, is that really necessary, or would you advise that route or the one you just spoke about?
See, like people have limited information. I won't say people give you wrong information, but when people aren't inside of a space,
Yeah.
they don't know certain type of things, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like that's like me trying to tell a mechanic how to fix a car. I don't know how to fix cars, so I'm not gonna tell a mechanic how to fix a car, right? Someone who doesn't have a credit card or who doesn't have a high limit or who doesn't have multiple credit cards, they don't know certain hacks, right? There's a good way to be able to increase your credit limit super fast, right? I just showed one of my guys how to do this. He had a $500 limit. He started out, but he listened to me even to get that $500 limit with Navy Fed because his credit wasn't the best, but
okay.
He had a $500 limit with Navy Fed. 3 months later, it was like 3 or 4 months later, I got him a $1,500 limit, right? So that's a $1,000 limit increase, right?
Yeah.
And the only thing that I told him to do was credit cycle. Now I know there's like a stigma on credit cycling, right? That you're not technically supposed to do it, right? But it's only bad if you get caught. that's like you being a criminal, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're only going to jail if you get caught. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to jail for credit cycling. I promise you. You feel me? Just do it in the correct way. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to create yourself a merchant account, Stan, Shopify, Nove merchant account, something like that, you can absolutely do that, right? And I have all of those resources too for you guys as well if you want to do that. Create yourself a merchant account. Go in and hook your credit card up to a recurrent payment, right?
Yeah.
Let's say if your credit card limit was $500, go and make a recurrent payment for like $399, right? It's gonna take that $399 out. What you want to do is you want to hook up a different bank account that it gets paid out to. So you take that money, now it's in liquid form.
Yeah.
It's gonna go to your other bank account and you pay your credit card back from that bank account. Now there's a bunch of different methods, right?
Okay.
But this way you're keeping your money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go and spend some money on gas or the grocery store or whatever, all that bullshit. I mean, you can, but like, you're gonna have to find a way to make that money back. And that's a lot of people's problem is that they go spend the money from the credit card, but they don't have the money to pay it back. It's not their money. If you take the money off the credit card and you liquidate it and you put it on your site, it's your money now, but you can still pay it back. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going anywhere, right? And that's a great hack, bro. That's what a lot of people don't know, right? They'll be like, oh, go do some gas, go get some gas.
I mean, that's what I was told too, and especially when you're like somebody like me who just moved to this country, and you're just beginning to learn about all these things to do with credit. Like everything is so brand new to you, so every small information you get from people that have been here, you think is correct because they were born here and they live here, but you don't have the knowledge of finding people like you who've actually been doing this. So now this is
Yeah.
like all crazy new information to me.
Yeah, it's different, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot different because a lot of people. This is what I tell people all the time, right? Especially if you're an adult. If you
Yeah.
don't know anything about credit, man, you light years behind. Especially behind a nigga like me. You light years behind, bro. Because what I'm gonna do is you gonna go put your money in the bank, and I'm gonna go apply for a credit card.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go apply for a loan. I'm gonna go apply for a business loan, right? And that's your money.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave my money either in something that's gonna make me money, or I'm gonna put it in a high yield savings account or some sort of asset. I'm not.
Okay.
You're gonna go put your money in the bank so they can lend it out and make 10 times that amount, and I'm gonna go take your money that they're lending out, and I'm gonna go use your money, right? I'm not gonna use my money. So when it comes to like certain things about credit and stuff like that, man, these people don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I would only take advice from somebody who knows what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
So,
so like hacks like that, even like the little credit card hack I just gave you, never heard that before, have you?
nah, hell nah.
You know?
Nah.
You never heard that before.
I'm gonna watch this video back.
Yeah, bro. It's stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
So I enjoy giving out the free game, man, because you know it's better to teach it than to keep it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
bro.
absolutely, bro. That's how you can do that, man. Then
Right.
especially with Navy Fed, you get that first credit limit increase, 500 to 1,500. The next time it's gonna be from 1,500 to 4,000. The next time it's gonna be from 4,000 to 12,000. The next time it'll be from 12,000 to 40,000.
Oh wow.
Maybe not 40, maybe like 30.
Yeah.
But still, you know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
still a little bread right there.
Yeah. And then you ain't gotta worry about, how do I take care of my credit card? Can I go spend it on some gas?
Yeah.
You can go do some shit that's really gonna make you some money. Then you got a $40,000 credit card. You know what I mean?
Yes, bro.
And you get cash back. You get rewarded.
Oh wow.
Right? So you get 1.5% cash back on some cards. You get three times the points, or 4 times the points, or 5 times the points on some credit cards, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you know, people don't understand credit cards. People don't understand certain things. So it's kind of hard to explain stuff to people who don't understand. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm just the person that understands and how to leverage credit, and that's really all. It's really like a life hack.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So you learn how to leverage credit, bro, and you know, business and money, you'll be out of here. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, that's fire. That's
You'll be out of here, man.
But trust